Within the game. Wow, now that's what you call good football.
Why would you throw that? Why would you do that?
Still think this was a good idea? Of course. Look, Mom and Dad was happy to see us. Oh, not bad. Yeah, give me a second. Give me a second. Wasn't she supposed to kiss Prince Charming and break the spell? Well, he's no Prince Charming, but they do look, you know. Let's go. The torches. They're like looking for you in a tower. Hey, that was for my own. Good. Now here's our box. Let's go back in time and pretend we're not home. Quick, while they're not looking, we can make a run for it. Shut! Stop it! Everything's gonna be disaster. No way you can do this. Without really being dumb. Want to? Yeah. Mom. Dad. I'd like you to meet my husband. Shrek. Well, it's easy to see where Fiona gets her good looks from. Better out than in, I always say, eh, Fiona? That's a good one. I guess Hey! What's up, everybody? Thanks for waiting. You are the all-star fan. No, Dad! Don't be mad now! No, Dad, it's all right. It's okay. He's with us. He helped rescue me from the dragon. Yep, that's me, the noble Steve. Hey, wait! I'm not going for Steve. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Great soup, Mrs. Q. Mmm. Oh. So, Fiona, tell us about where you live. Shrek owns his own land. Don't you, honey? Oh, yes. It's in an enchanted forest, abundant in squirrels and cute little duckies and what? I know you ain't talking about one donkey. And they're all small. Oh, how original. Well, I suppose that would be a fine place to raise the children. It's a bit early to be thinking about that, isn't it? Indeed. I just started eating. What's that supposed to mean? Dad, it's fruit, okay? Well, it is type. Yeah, my type? Go to bed. Yeah, it's never mind. I know. Oh, Mexican food. Well, let's not just sit here with our tummies rumbling. Everybody dig in.
No matter about you, Billy. So, I suppose any grandchildren I could expect from you would be augurs.
Yes. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Right, Harold?
Oh, no. No, of course not. That is assuming you don't have your own cat.
What?
Oh, no. We usually prefer the ones who we want to wear in a tower. I only did that because I thought, oh, take care or Dragon Garden Castle. You wouldn't understand. You're not that father.
Shaky feet. No, sir. Give me this. Get off of it. Oh, this fucked up.
Now the gas prices are so high, Donna, you 20% off all these prices when you order online for a limited time. So how do you take advantage of these low prices? High prices, which mean low prices. You get the deal. Prices off, any prices on everything. For now, head up. When gas prices go up, everyone gets a little fiscally creative.
Wait, but it's
Carpooling's a classic. Okay, at some point the tube is empty. Ooh, saving on gas and the tube? Nailed it. It's the tall guy in me. It's smart. All right, Endo. Before you get too creative, make saving simple with a Walmart Plus membership. Join today and save 10 cents a gallon at Exxon and Mobil stations. Crocodile is to Shrek.
It says 2K20.
Hey, it's me, your dry skin. I'm craving something I'm missing. The ceramides and CeraVe. They help restore my natural barrier so I can lock in moisture. We gotta have each other's backs. CeraVe.
Angeles. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Los Angeles Rams and their Southern California rivals, the Los Angeles Chargers. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. They start on the ground with Elliott. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 3rd play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Herbert. And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On is the Chargers punter now. DeAndre Carter back deep. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he's got room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big run there, 29 yards and a 1st. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, right? Because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize he's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
From just shy of midfield, Herbert. And he fires one incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Forced out to his left. And he fires one, but incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Stafford. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush.
Absolutely frees up your guys elsewhere. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And this is going to be incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. Can't ask for much more than that. A 50-yard punt followed by a loss on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And, partner, I know so far, we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They keep on the ground with Elliott, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Excellent effort defensively. Tackle for loss goes to Leonard Floyd. The Chargers had 10-5 to start play. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
On 2nd and 12, Herbert. His throw incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Flush to his right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg, but how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line
line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a long night.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run. This is Darrell Henderson. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. First down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Now a play fake and it's Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Michael Brockers in on the stop. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Henderson will try and run for the first. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Going to run the sweep here. This is Kupp. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. 2nd down and goal. Stafford. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. The Rams on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Here's Stafford. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Allen Robinson. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams have moved out in front. The extra point splits the uprights. And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Chargers 3.
Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. The Charger drive about to get going. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
On 2nd and 12, Herbert. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
And they'll use him out in the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Taylor Rapp with a pick. And the Rams are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, L.A. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there. Point after, right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Now it's Herbert. He rifles one that's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
Now a 2nd down and 6. Now it's Stafford. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Chargers force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. The Charger drive about to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Herbert. And they finally catch up to him and take him down. Jeez, where was he going? A huge loss there. Leonard Floyd, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, their first 2 drives only yielded 3 points. They might be thinking it's time to make something happen. Push the ball downfield and try and gain some points that way. Unfortunately, incomplete.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I
was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
1:53 remaining in this first half of play. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On the counter, it's Henderson. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On 2nd and inches, Stafford. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and now we'll send them back to the drawing board.
They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he is going to have a Rams first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. They'll go again here with Akers. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Stafford. And that is incomplete here.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back, unsuccessfully.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Throwing is Stafford. Open man is Atwell, complete. Touchdown, Rams. Make that now 3 first-half touchdown passes for Matthew Stafford. And the Rams will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now.
21, Chargers 3.
Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Meanwhile, Herbert's throw there complete to Allen. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Herbert now. Escaping the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Justin Herbert looking to pass. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
A very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all on one throw right there.
They snap it to Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. The final shot before the break, Stafford. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Van Jefferson. As time expires in the first half. And the Rams will extend their lead on the final play of the half. Extra point splits the uprights. And they open the lead up now to 25. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis, operating gun, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them, because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To throw is Stafford. And that one complete downfield to Cup. On the move past the 40. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown! Matthew Stafford does it again. 5 touchdown passes. And the Rams come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Charger drive about to get going. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late,
them wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Another try after the first down sack. Herbert. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Throws left side. Atwell's got it. Room here to run. Touchdown, L.A. Well, and this is where quarterbacks' passing numbers sometimes get a little bit more inflated than they should, because this is a short little pass, but it goes for big yardage.
Yeah, and this just looked like a simple, ordinary play to start, but boy, did things change. Once he got free, it was off to the races, and once he hit high gear, there's absolutely no one who was going to stop him.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the catch on the next-gen stats. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
It's a gain of 21 yards. And the Chargers first down.
On first down, Justin Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A big play there for L.A. 51 yards. Herbert. Touchdown, Chargers. Williams from 40 yards out. And the Chargers are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play. Got the momentum going, right? That's you create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
Extra point good by Hopkins. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter.
Dustin Hopkins to kick off for the Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Stafford. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Khalil Mack gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Taken from just outside the 30. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. That is caught. It's Williams. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. To the air again, Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. On 1st down, it's Herbert. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
They'll find Everett there, complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Here's Herbert. A dump off to Elliott. Stopped short. Down at the 1. Had the broken tackle, but couldn't get it all the way home. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal. They'll try and run right on the option. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Justin Herbert keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Chargers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth-quarter deficit. Hopkins with the extra point, and that will cut this lead down to 25. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're in control here as they start 1st and 10, and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak. It was Sebastian Joseph who got him down defensively.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
2nd down, it's Henderson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Here's Riley Dixon now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
18 more yards there and another 1st down.
Here's Herbert. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Back to the air. Herbert on 2nd down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Herbert back to the air. Allen's got it complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Herbert with a connection to Allen for a Charger 1st down.
Back to throw again. This is caught. Touchdown. Keenan Allen from 21 yards away.
And the Chargers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
From his end zone, here comes Carter.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
DeAndre Carter on the return.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down. Throwing is Perkins. On the move to his left. Got a man, it's Higbee, complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 30. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Williams running left. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. That one looks like he'll throw here. Connecting with Kupp here on the out route. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We got control.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Chargers are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. On 1st and 10, Herbert. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Herbert. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
One last throw here for Herbert. Buying time to his left. One last shot at the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it.
And the Rams come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave